Go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. My name is Bess McCoy, and I'm with the Soulard Mardi Gras Foundation, and I appreciate you all joining us this morning. This Saturday, tens of thousands of people are going to fill the streets of Soulard for the 47th annual Bud Light Grand Parade. We're expecting about 80 entries in this year's parade with the theme Peace, Love, and Mardi Gras. Now, Mardi Gras doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of infrastructure and a lot of resources. Just to name a few, we're talking about more than 3 miles of barricades, about 150 concrete barriers, more than 1,500 portable restrooms. So no excuses. If you can't find a restroom, you're not looking hard enough. Over 100 tents, more than 300 volunteers, and of course, 17 million beads. This is a massive undertaking, and something like this just wouldn't be possible without the coordination of the city, the state, and all of our public safety partners. The reason I'm able to stand here so confidently today is because of the partnership of everyone behind me. The work that they do happens mostly behind the scenes, but it's absolutely essential to putting on an event that is both safe and fun. So huge thank you to our partners. Before I turn things over to them, I want to go over a few things that are new this year and then a few pro tips for the weekend. So first, new this year, we're offering a 7-drink ticket strip for $49. This is a great way to save on your drinks. You'll save between $2 and $4 depending on what you're drinking. We also have a brand new VIP area, the Mardi Gras Party Zone. This will, of course, have a premium open bar, a food truck village, live music, and it'll be headlined by DJ Pauly D. Also this year, the Blues Alumni Tent is joining our charitable efforts. A portion of their proceeds are going to go to Hockey Fights Cancer in honor of Kelly Chase. And then finally, one operational update. Staging for the parade has moved to 4th Street, still between Shoto and Walnut, but the parade route has not changed. It will still follow 7th and Broadway to about Sydney, so no changes for viewers. All right, a few pro tips. First and foremost, do not drive to Soulard. There is no parking in the festival zone, and the nearby neighborhoods are going to be really packed, so parking will be very limited there. You're better off taking a ride share, a taxi, getting a shuttle, using the metro, and if you do drive, expect a very long walk. Also, don't bring your golf carts or your scooters. Neither of those will be allowed in the festival zone, and e-scooters will be remotely disabled in the festival zone. This year, again, the festival zone has 4 pedestrian entrances. Those are 13th and Russell, Lafayette and Menard, Ann and 9th, Ann and 12th, and those are on the map that's in your packet, but also on the website, stlmardigras.org. We also have 5 official rideshare pickup locations. Those are 13th and Russell, Lafayette and Menard, 7th and Shenandoah, Broadway and Geyer, and Broadway and Lafayette. Several prohibited items: no cans, no coolers, no bottles, no backpacks, no exceptions. These items are not allowed in the festival zone, and you will be asked to dispose of them if you bring them. If you must bring a bag, we ask that you keep it to a small, clear bag, which will help with getting through the entryway. Stick to your crew. Mardi Gras is more fun with friends, but it's also safer that way. So get a crew together, have a plan, and most importantly, have a meetup spot. We're gonna have tens of thousands of people in the neighborhood, so cell phone coverage can get a little spotty, and unfortunately, sometimes cell phones get misplaced. So have a spot in mind in case you get separated. We ask that people respect the neighborhood too. We know that Soulard is home to Mardi Gras for a very short portion of the year, but for the entire year, it's a neighborhood where people live and work, so please treat it like your own neighborhood. And then finally, outdoor liquor sales will end at 6 p.m. and Soulard bars will close at 11:30 p.m. As I mentioned earlier, an event of this scale isn't possible without strong partnerships, and the City of St. Louis is absolutely one of those key partners. So to share more about the city's role and also the broader impact of Mardi Gras, our next speaker needs no introduction, Mayor Kara Spencer.
Morning, everyone. Thank you, Bess. I am so thrilled to be here and taking part of my first Mardi Gras as the city's mayor. There is hardly an event that is more St. Louis than Mardi Gras, and representing this neighborhood, Soulard, for many years as an alderperson, I have seen how this celebration really lifts us up and brings us together as a community. Mardi Gras, as we all know, has a huge draw. Tens of thousands of people will be descending upon Soulard here in the next few days. 25% of the Grand Parade weekend visitors are from outside the St. Louis region, so just a huge draw to St. Louis for the events here. Not a bad for an outdoor festival, certainly one in February. More than $200 million of economic activity across the region is attributed to the Mardi Gras celebrations. We are, of course, the second largest in the United States. And just a tremendous economic impact that the festivities bring for St. Louis. It's good for businesses, it's good for our community, and it's good for future residents who often come and decide they want to stick around. So I appreciate all of our partners here for rolling out the red carpet, or purple or yellow or green carpet to welcome folks here. As Beth mentioned, this is an enormous team effort. The city is grateful and honored to be a part here, but Mardi Gras Inc., thank you so much, and the Mardi Gras Foundation for all the work that went into this, that goes into this year after year. Certainly, I'm glad I don't have to be the one counting the beads. 17 million beads. That is not a task for me, but it's just a huge endeavor here to get all this stuff going. Obviously, it wouldn't be a party without our friends at AB, huge sponsorship, and being the grand sponsor of the Mayor's Ball tomorrow night, and the title sponsor of the Grand Parade. As the Mayor's Ball returns to City Hall tomorrow night, I'm excited to see many of you all hopefully down at City Hall. We're already getting ready. It's just going to be a great big party. This is not just going to be fun, it's going to be safe, and it wouldn't be safe, of course, without our first responders, particularly our police department who's here today. We could not do an event of this size, this scale, and with this much alcohol without the police department and the partnership there. So we really, really do appreciate that. And of course, our fire department and everybody, including our new SEMA director, for making sure that we're running down any threats or any potential safety concerns leading up to this event. I'm really proud of the effort that we've all played in making sure that this is going to be fun and it's going to be safe. As Beth mentioned, Soulard, of course, the hosting neighborhood for Mardi Gras, but the entire neighborhoods around. We know folks do not heed the warning not to drive and do park in the surrounding neighborhoods, but please do be mindful. These are communities. We have neighbors who live here. There are porta potties literally everywhere, and we know that emergencies happen, but please, please, please make sure you remember that we live here. With that, I want to turn it over to the president of the Mardi Gras Foundation, Mac Bradley, who's done an excellent job getting everything ready for Mardi Gras this year. Mac?
Morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. I'm Mac Bradley, president of Mardi Gras Foundation, and I just want to say a couple of things about Mardi Gras overall and the Mayor's Ball specifically. Beth mentioned a minute ago that the Blues alumni tent this year will have a charitable angle on it, that some of that money goes to the Kelly Chase.
Hockey Fights Cancer.
Hockey Fights Cancer. That's why I'm glad she's here, so she can get this stuff right. So that's an exciting addition to what will happen on Saturday for us. But of course, we're not-for-profits. The Mardi Gras Foundation's a not-for-profit. But Grand Parade Day also benefits more than 25 other nonprofits around the region. And for some of them, Grand Parade Day is their biggest fundraising day of the year. So it's a lot of fun, but it's a party with a purpose for a lot of nonprofits around the region, including, of course, the Mayor's Ball. So we're really excited to be back at City Hall this year. If you've ever been to City Hall to pay your taxes on a Monday morning, it's not going to look like that on Friday night. So believe me when I say you're going to want to see what it looks like on Friday night. It's quite a show. And there are a couple of things that are different. If you've been there to City Hall for the Mayor's Ball before, we typically occupy the first 3 floors of the building. City Hall has 4 levels. This year, we're going to be using the entire building. So we're expanding our footprint inside City Hall, and we're going to have art activations up on the 4th floor, so that's new for this year. And I'm also excited to say that despite that larger footprint, we are about this close to selling out for the Mayor's Ball. I suspect that by the time we get to this time tomorrow, we will be, but we're not yet. So you still have a chance to grab a ticket if you want one, but there aren't very many left. I also just quickly want to pick up on something that Mayor Spencer mentioned. None of this would be possible without both our city partners, our state partners, and our sponsors. When it comes to the Mayor's Ball, Anheuser-Busch was the founding sponsor of the Mayor's Ball. It literally would never have started without them. And they've been our lead sponsor for 24 years. This is our 24th Mayor's Ball. So bring your 25th anniversary stuff to this next year, because that'll be exciting. We'll have our 25th Mayor's Ball next year. So they're our lead sponsor for that. And the more astute of you in this room may have already noticed above my head, there's an indication of the fact that they are the lead sponsor of the Grand Parade also. So the Bud Light Grand Parade on Saturday. Couldn't do it without them. And lastly, thanks to them, and thanks to all of the people who have bought tickets to the Mayor's Ball in the last 24 years, the Mardi Gras Foundation has been able to fund nearly $700,000 in community improvement grants over that time. We're very excited to add to that total this year in order to support the city's tornado recovery efforts. So we're very excited about that. This is a very small way for Soulard to do our part to help our city recover from what's frankly a generational catastrophe. So we're excited to be able to do that. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Chief Robert Tracy so he can talk about how we're all going to be safe this weekend thanks to him and his people.
Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Bess. And I'll be getting to you right after I speak, Chief Jenkins. So we just met over an hour ago to start to shore up some of our plans. Each year, trying to make sure that this event's safe. Everybody comes in, has a good time. We keep people safe, and through all the other city departments, especially the fire department and all the other city services. We have such a great relationship, but we still make sure that we meet, make sure there's no loose ends out there, and put the best plan in place. So thank you for inviting us here today. This is an important event to the city of St. Louis, and especially to the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. We're committed to keeping everyone safe, and we have Lieutenant Colonel Priestman and our operational planning team that's in the back that have been planning this Mardi Gras event, starting the last one ended last year. So we're making sure that we do after action reviews, make sure what did we do good, what can we do better, and we continue to do that year long. So thank you very much to everyone that's involved. We're also working hand in hand with our Mardi Gras partners, and with that, Major Pierre Benoist, who's not here today, but you will see him at the parade event later on, maybe tonight, and then you'll see him tomorrow. And the next day, he'll be involved in that. He runs the whole Central Patrol area, but then also the one that really has the tough task is Captain Angela, we call her Angie, but Angela Dickerson, who commands District 3, which is the area where we have the parade. So thank you very much, Captain. While you'll see significant police presence in Soulard on Saturday, we'll have an entire city and dozens of neighborhoods to protect and 911 calls to respond to. In Soulard, there will be officers you see and officers you don't see, working in uniform and also plainclothes capacity. For an event this size, we also include officers from surrounding agencies with mutual aid. So we'll have St. Louis County Police Department and Missouri State Highway Patrol that'll be with us. Every year that happens, but we make sure that they're here to supplement, not supplant the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department, so they've been great partners. If you see something suspicious or something that doesn't seem right, please say something. Call 911 or tell a nearby police officer or other official that you see out there. We want people to have fun, celebrate responsibly, and get back home safely. As you venture down or downtown to Soulard, come as a group. Bess already talked about that. Stay with your friends, and please make sure your phone is charged. In the last years, everybody's looking for a charger. Bring a portable battery if you have one. Have a plan if you get separated from your group. If you're driving down at Soulard, please do not drink and drive, and if you drive drunk, you will go to jail. You will go to jail. Too many pedestrians, we don't have people on the road to get people hurt. Our Traffic Safety Division and the Missouri State Highway Patrol will be out there in full force, watching for impaired drivers. Rideshare services are becoming more popular, which is a great and encouraged way to keep drunk drivers off the road. For Mardi Gras, we'll have 5 separate pedestrian drop-off and pickup locations. 13th and Russell, Menard and Lafayette, South 7th and Shenandoah, South Broadway and Geyer, and South Broadway and Lafayette. Traffic can come quite heavy at these locations, so to keep everyone safe, officers will shut down these intersections and through traffic as needed. This includes Gravois from 55 entrance ramp to Lafayette, which will be closed to traffic as early as 11 a.m. Please plan an alternate route if you plan on coming downtown or coming down to the parade. A full list of road closures can be found at slmpd.org/Mardi Gras. It is up on our website to share. I encourage everybody to go to that, read it for the information that you need, and also it's on the official Mardi Gras St. Louis website. Please give yourself plenty of time to account for heavy traffic and detours. If you are under 21, don't think you're going to be able to come down to Soulard and buy or drink alcohol. We'll have underage drinking task force out to monitor and enforce the law. This is a zero tolerance offense if you're under 21. Please keep in mind the Mardi Gras Festival takes place in a neighborhood. Please treat it like your own backyard. Please keep it clean and respectful. And please have a good time, but do it safely. And with that, I'm introducing St. Louis Fire Department Chief Dennis Jenkins. Dennis.
Thanks, Chief. Well, we're set for another one. We've been doing this for a while. All I can say is respect our neighborhoods. That's the most important thing. Pay attention to where you're at. When you come down here, you will be protected. We've got fire and EMS will be on scene. They'll be at various points roaming throughout the neighborhoods. We also have pickup points and drop-off points for patients. As Chief Tracy mentioned, we have county partners coming in as well to assist us. So you'll see different ambulances from around the region. They are here to help us. Hopefully we won't be able to use them too much. Pay attention to your surroundings, like I said before. One of our biggest injuries during the Mardi Gras is ankles and feet from people not paying attention to stepping off curbs. Everybody's in a crowd, they're not watching where they're going, so pay attention to that. That's one of our #1 hits. The other one, of course, is not drinking enough water. We know that. We will have plenty of paramedics down here that will be able to be called upon should an emergency arise, but pay attention, be safe. This is a fun time if you pay attention and act responsibly, and that's all we're asking. Act responsible, have a good time, show the rest of the country what the city of St. Louis is and the parties we can throw and how we throw these parties responsibly. So I'm going to turn it over right now to Jen Wade of Missouri Department of Transportation.
Soulard is easy to get to from anywhere in the region, though there will be changes people should know about on Grand Parade Day. So all the details, as everyone has mentioned, can be found on the event map at stlmardigras.org. If you are dropping someone off or picking someone up, because there's no other reason to drive to Soulard, you can use one of the 5 established rideshare stations shown on the event map for easy access. Chief Tracy already just mentioned that. And as usual, there will be a few interstate ramps closed before and during the festival. This helps to ensure safety and reduce congestion for everyone on Saturday. Fortunately, we all have a map app on our phone. Those update automatically, so just follow the routing that you're being given. If you notice an exit ramp is closed, do not stop on the highway shoulders. or closed ramps for drop-off and pickup. You can proceed to the next open ramp and find your way back to the festival area safely. The trick is to give yourself plenty of time to get to your destination this weekend and make a plan to have a sober driver on the way home. To our drivers this weekend, please drive slowly and put those phones down. Both of these actions help maintain a pedestrian-friendly environment in and around Soulard this weekend. We want everyone to arrive home safe after having a great time. Now back to Bess.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you again to all of our partners. At this point, we'll open it up to any questions.
There was some confusion back and forth about the cans situation. Can you talk about if cans are allowed on the streets, what people should be prepared for and know about?
Sure. As far as cans, we will not be using cans. The Mardi Gras tents will not be serving cans, and we will not be allowing cans into the neighborhood. Mac, anything you want to add to that?
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Chief Tracy, you talked about the underage kids. What would be if you see someone under 21 here, is that a citation? Is it an arrest? What is the ramification of that?
It'll be a citation. We'll also, it'll go back to a municipal court, and we'll make sure they're cited, and any alcohol they have will be confiscated. So we encourage people not to be drinking. We want to keep them safe, and especially underage drinking.
Is that the same for someone not finding a porta potty? What is that?
We encourage people to find the porta potty. We'll deal with each case by case, but we don't want people urinating in the street. So there's plenty of porta potties out there. I mean, it's going to be my 4th parade that I've been here, and certainly the Mardi Gras does a great job for a parade to have places to go, so there should be no need to relieve yourself other than being in a porta potty.
With the plainclothes officers, what is the goal of what they're kind of going to be looking for?
Well, they actually, people try to hide things in front of officers when they're in uniform, so they're going through the crowd to make sure we keep people safe and surveil if anything like underage drinking or people are buying alcohol. We can approach them in a manner and make sure, or they can identify individuals that are violating some of the rules out there and let our uniform officers know. So it's an extra, it's a deterrence, but you know, we're not hiding that we have plainclothes officers. And you know what, they're in plain clothes, but sometimes you can identify them just by the looks on what they're wearing and everything. So it's not, I'm not putting undercovers, but they're gonna be in plain clothes. But there might be some identifying things that you can see. Sometimes you see in our plainclothes officers out there.
Is there anything you guys learned from last year that is important to bring into this year with your safety planning?
I think I talked about it earlier. Myself, Chief Jenkinson, and even the mayor's chief operating officer, Ben Johnson. We had all the city services in. So we always do an after-action review. We look at things that we could have done better. You know, we talk about batteries. I mean, 3 years ago, I think we had one of the floats that went on fire because of an electrical battery. So, you know, we learned from that. And then how do we get in and out and make sure the egress, ingress for our security. We actually extended the perimeter last year. We kind of dusted things off. We learned some things that happened in New Orleans that happened on New Year's, where that tragic incident was people getting run down, and that's one of our biggest fears and what we look out for. But as we do medical, we've learned to get the four-wheelers, and then Chief Jenkinson's people, we have these golf carts that we have smaller vehicles to get around if we have an emergency, or to where do we get around, and then we have to continue to talk about biggest fear for Chief Jenkinson and all of us is fires, making sure we get there. And then the structures that we look at, we go around with the buildings department, the fire department, we all team up to make sure those structures, some of them can't hold people. We don't want to collapse. So we always look at that. We continue to talk about it because things change. And, you know, everybody worked on this all year, but we brought it all together this morning, and we're going to continue to talk with a unified command, where you see us over at the sprinkler fitters, where our unified command is, and then we also have with our SEMA, and the mayor introduced our new commissioner of SEMA. They'll be back there monitoring cameras and everything. So we're always looking to see what we can do better, because even a good event, sometimes you can always do better. So I don't see anything from what we did last year. That we did a pretty good job last year, but we certainly talked about a lot of things and scenarios that should they come up. So I don't have anything else other than my time with fire. But Chief Jenkinson, I think you can add something, because you've been doing this in this place a lot longer than me.
Yeah.
I think he's been a chief since it started.
Yeah, some of the simple things. You'll see a lot of the refuse trucks out in the neighborhood today. We're making sure that all the dumpsters are empty. Because we do have, unfortunately, a few dumpster fires during this event, and trying to get our trucks in becomes an issue. As Chief Tracy talked about, we have smaller vehicles that will be roaming the neighborhood. Some of these vehicles are fire suppression vehicles that have special equipment on them where we can get in quick, hopefully do a quick knockdown on a structure fire. So until the bigger trucks get in, which we know are going to take a while. We have some of our larger apparatus which will be pre-staged around in the neighborhood. So you might see a fire truck sitting there with 4 firefighters standing there looking at you. They're in the neighborhood, so we don't have to try and get into the neighborhood. So that's part of the pre-staging exercises. It's a lot of tweaks, how we move around, the lights and sirens on the ATVs. Pay attention to those. If somebody's coming through with a four-wheel drive, small golf cart looking vehicle, and they got lights and sirens, that's normally an EMS crew trying to get to somebody who's down. This whole area is gridded off, so we respond to a grid location where we hopefully find the patient as quick as we can. So pay attention to the lights and sirens. They're not there just running around partying. They have a job to do out there. So, but a lot of the tweaks, we have 2 large medical tents, one south, one north. We have one on Ann and one on Broadway and Lafayette. Those tents are staffed with medical personnel, not only EMS from the St. Louis Fire Department, also from the county, but we also have physicians from the various hospitals around the area who are volunteering to assist us should we have a major trauma. So there's a lot of moving parts. We've been doing this a long time, and it's been tweaked every year. So I think we're in a good spot. But then again, everybody has to respect the neighborhoods and pay attention and be responsible.
And I'll just add to that. Chief Tracy mentioned that we evaluate how things went immediately after the event, and we're always looking for ways to make improvements. 2 things that didn't change from last year are the designated festival zone entryways and the rideshare pickup locations. Those both added a lot of added safety and just better logistics last year, so those are staying exactly the same, and we hope to see that same benefit.
I have another question for you while you're there.
Yeah.
Just back to the can thing, is that new to this year? And is what prompted the change? Because I feel like in years past, I've seen cans out on Mardi Gras, so why make that change?
Mac, why don't you take this one?
In terms of, if you're out there, so Beth said, and I'm just going to repeat this, no cans, no coolers, no bottles, no backpacks. That's been our policy for 26 years. That said, Mardi Gras Parade Day is not like doing an event in Forest Park or Keener Plaza. 2,500 people live inside the festival zone, and they all have refrigerators with cans in them, and they all have backpacks, and they all have coolers. So although we take the perimeter security very seriously, and we do have people at those entry points trying to prevent those things from coming in, the fact is this is a neighborhood, there are a lot of cans in the neighborhood already, and somebody's going to walk out of their house with one. So, we think it's important, and we do, and we talk about this not just because we don't want people coming to Soulard and bringing a backpack full of cans with them. We also want the people in the neighborhood to know that, right? So if you're going to leave your house and walk around and you want to have a beer, pour it into an open cup. So we want everybody to do that. But in terms of our policy for 2026, it has not changed. We will not be at, as Beth said, at the Mardi Gras booths, we won't be handing people cans. We will be pouring everything into an open cup.
Is the reason why not for cans for littering purposes or?
It's, yes, but also safety. A can or a full can or a full bottle could be a projectile. So, yeah, like I said, that's been our policy for a long time. And we think over time, frankly, as you all help us and we repeat that message every year, we sort of train people that this is what you do. This is what you don't bring with you. This is what you do bring with you. So you can't repeat that message often enough.
Are Soulard residents, can they use their carts? Do they have them?
Say again?
Soulard residents, if they have carts, can they use them?
that would be an extraordinarily bad idea. If you live in the neighborhood and have a golf cart, don't try to drive it into the red zone, okay? Which is more or less the north half of the neighborhood. So no vehicles in the red zone, unless they're our vehicles and we're doing deliveries and things like that. There are no vehicles in the red zone. Okay.
Any other questions, Shoshana?
I'm all good.
Maria, any questions?
Ready for Mardi Gras.
Okay. Well, with that, I just want to cover a couple minor logistics. These are all in your media packet, but we'll have media availability tomorrow morning from 5 to 9 a.m. at City Hall. The doors for the Mayor's Ball open at 7 p.m. Staging for the Grand Parade on Saturday will begin at 8 a.m. And then we'll have a press briefing with the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department Saturday afternoon at 3:30 at the Sprinkler Fitters Union Hall. And one final thank you to our partners, and thank you all for coming out today. Happy Mardi Gras.